Welcome back. So, ARK Survival Ascended has seen a wild last 3 to 4 days, big changes, even bigger issues, and possibly a last big push leading up to next week. Welcome to the channel, it's LtBuzzLitebeer, and we are going to get into all of this in a compressed ARK roundup. Now this lineup for today includes everything that's going on over at Studio Wildcard, all the changes because they've been coming in hot, including the new Cosmetic system, which I'll show you how to use as it's not very intuitive. We also have server transfers and even snail games. So strap in as we hit overdrive and rip through it all. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Use those chapters to bounce around and repeat a section in case you missed something. And here's the latest from ARK's big update. Studio Wildcard has been busy little bees trying to get the server transfers along with the custom cosmetic system ready for launch, and let's just say, in typical Wildcard fashion, it has been a wild and bumpy ride. Now the server transfer implementation has been delayed several times. I think it's now up to 3 delays, although it could be more. And the announcements channel of the ARK Discord kind of paints the picture for us. Just listen to this. February 6th, hey guys, good news, the patch has passed certification, which is kind of leaving it to the last minute as it was supposed to launch the next day. Now we're up to that day, February 7th, launch day. They announce we're still working on it, expect it later today. February 8th, well past midnight from the 7th, they announce, hey, we ran into issues with the patch, delays incoming. Later on February 8th, the patch is live, but hey, be careful PlayStation owners, there's an issue. February 8th again, isolated servers are now live, and finally, late again on the 8th, hey everybody, we fixed that PlayStation issue. Like I said, that's pretty standard if you've been around ARK for any period of time. Now, included in this patch was a laundry list of bug fixes, too numerous to list out here, but check in the video description, as I always provide a link to those, but I count 70, that's 70 individual fixes included here, with one of the main items showing up as, quote, fixed a bug where single player would fail to save. Which, honestly, I can't tell you if this is the console save issue or just a single player fix in general. Maybe someone can leave me a comment down below and let me know, but that is a crap ton of fixes being deployed. They've also disabled baby dino tracking on consoles, as Wildcard had deployed a patch for that earlier in the day, but it was still causing crashing issues, so the temp fix is to just turn the damn thing off. The game is not running very well, as you can tell. I mean, I played it this morning while recording, and with the amount of new and upcoming survival games currently on the market, ARK has a lot of stiff competition. It needs to be doing better than this, and let's just leave it there. Okay, custom cosmetics are now active in the game, and there are currently a few you can actually install, like Steamboat Willie, Clean Glass Wall, Party Lamppost, the Tic-Tac-Toe Table, and a Gun Rack, which are available on official servers. Now, there seems to be a massive amount of customization soon to be available in ARK, and I've got some news on where the system may be heading. Stay tuned for that. But I did want to show you Steamboat on my character. And all you need to do is boot up ARK, of course, hit the mod library, and you'll see these new cosmetics, like, for instance, Steamboat Mickey. Just install it. It takes, what, a second or two, and then jump into your game. I'm in single player, and here's where it just goes off the rails and gets way confusing because it doesn't show up in your cosmetics portion of your inventory. The key is, you need to die before it will become available. And I just punched trees until I keeled over. Now once you spawn back in, you can again hit the cosmetics tab, drag Mickey onto your armor gear slot, and there you are, as Steamboat Willie and ARK. The simple game framework kit was also included in this mega patch, allowing players to build basically whatever the hell they want to within ARK. Now, we've seen this side-scroll action game kind of showing off platforming, but with these tools, you can basically make whatever the hell you want to, which is kind of the point. creators making creator-generated content, so it frees up the studio to concentrate on other big-ticket items. Because as it sits right now, even with the server transfers, even with the new cosmetic system, the simple game framework, all that gaggle of other items included in this patch, the player counts on Steam are not showing a huge return to ARK Ascended. I frequently see comments that it's going to take more maps to arrive for that to happen, but we're still talking in terms of months, not weeks or days. Also, a quick word on that server transfer system. My advice would be to not use this under any circumstances, because players are reporting full character losses when they try it out. Let Wildcard sort it all out first, because it could cost you everything you've earned if you give it a go, only to lose your character to the far corners of space. Thinking it over, and the player counts and lower than expected ARK Ascended sales, theorized by me in previous videos using info provided by VG Insights, has led to Jim Tsai, CEO of Snail Games, ARK's publisher, to venture out onto YouTube and conduct an interview with IPO Edge as part of their New York Stock Exchange Fireside Chat series. That's a lot to say in just one breath, which, if you think of the timing and what should go public in less than a week, that vaunted Q4 earnings report, you begin to do the math, and if ASA didn't do so well, Snail's X's and O's aren't that impressive, well, they're trying to get out on the airwaves to impress those shareholders, and this is the result. During this interview, Tsai teases the ARK animated series, which he says should be out in a few months. He also takes a series of questions on generating revenue. The usual suspects when you're making the PR tour to buff up support for the company. And then he starts discussing the creator program for the game and the monetization aspect of all of this. Here, just take a listen with closed captions active, and then I'll discuss it further.
Great. Jim, can you tell us about your creator program and how you can monetize that?
Yeah, thank you. That is very exciting, because in the past, it's always dependent on the developer to creating content. And the developer, it's limited developer, it's only able to create in certain of time, either 6 months or the year. Now we have this new platform called MAP Player Platform, meaning that we encourage all the player to create the content instead of developer. So whoever love this game, that they can create the content, not just create the content, they can monetize it. So they can actually put their content on our platform, and whoever player want to download it, they can pay directly to the creator, and we will share a percentage of it.
Okay, so how did you just hear that? Tsai calls it the MAP Player Platform, which to me sounds far different than Premium Mods, which is the Overwolf monitored system, which will include things like entire maps. Again, this sounds like something just completely different, like, say, the cosmetic system and how those mods could be monetized, or at least, according to Snail Games, will be monetized with them taking a cut of the profits. Now, I asked this question over on Twitter as well, and the general idea was in agreement with what I just laid out. That would take the monetized portion of ARK Ascended up to premium mods, which we knew about before the game launched, adventure packs, and finally, cosmetic mods. And also, while I'm thinking on it, all indications lead to them trying to offer up and charge for content created through the simple framework system as well. And if you look over the general financial health of Snail Games, who we know depends on ARK to keep the entire company functioning, and by the way, their stock has fallen down into the 80 cents a share region. That's kind of the point of no return. That's the danger zone. You don't want to be under $1 a share. We've discussed that in a previous video. Anyways, I'm guessing things aren't so rosy on the old Snail Games balance sheet, and they are looking for every nickel and dime they can get. Hence, all the monetization aspects that are now being introduced into ARK Ascended. Let me know what you think Tsai's comments were referring to by leaving me a comment down below. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my upload alerts. All my socials can be found in the video description, including both Twitter and my own community Discord server, where I continue to stay active on both, posting my thoughts. Shout out to the now over 192,000 of you that have already taken the plunge and hit subscribe, and if you haven't already, I'd appreciate your support as we make that last push up the hill to 200,000 subscribers. Until the next one, this is Lieutenant BuzzLitebeer signing off.